Hi, good morning. I'm back. We've got lots of good news. So the power should be on by Monday, hopefully. We've got two sockets, so with extension cables, I should be able to get some lights and maybe a heater. I mean, I've got my fire on. My kettle is boiling very slowly, but it's happening. Eventually, I'll have coffee. And I got some other good news. So I've been putting up some insulation in between the rafters, and then I'm going to paint the boards and put the boards up as well this time around. And I'm incredibly relieved. This insulation is so much easier than that brown stuff, and it's not fiberglass. It's a French brand. It's natural. It doesn't itch when it gets on you. It's not dusty, and it's made of 50% recycled material. Don't know what material, but that's what it says on the bag. And it's soundproof-ish, and just a bit of insulation between the floors. So that's what I'm doing today. Good morning. I've got these 3 bits of scrap wood which I'm going to make into a tool that I'll need for cutting these big boards that I have. Because when I go along with the saw, this will flap and make it really hard for the saw blade to turn, because it'll trap the blade on the cut. I'm making basically a grippy thing. No idea what the technical term should be. So I was thinking, put 3 bits of wood like this. I can then put this like that, attach it, and then when I'm doing do the cut, put it on, and then that will just hold the 2 bits of wood together. So there's no flap. That's the plan. I'll let you know how it goes. So here's my thing, my device. We'll see how it goes. So now I've done a bit of the cut. You can see, I need to put a mask on. You can see that the board is dropping. So now if I use this, fit it on. The table's in the way, sort of, but yeah, that's a lot better. Just to prove how cold it is inside, it's steamy. Almost done, and yeah, now I'm exhausted. And tomorrow I'll get back to doing this stuff, putting the boards up on the ceiling. That's quite fun. Takes a long time, but I'm getting there. Oh, and I also, for most of them, so I have actually screwed these in, but I got some white wood filler, and then I've covered the screws, and you can see them a little bit, but once that's been painted again, you're not going to be able to see that, so I'm happy. Hello, good morning. Today is a big day again, because we have a plumber coming over at some point, and he'll be here for the next month or so, costing us so much money, but installing all the pipework for the house, which currently doesn't have any at all. So after he's done, we then have to talk to SAWA or SAW, the basically the governing body that controls water supply to the area. I'm going to call them up in French and ask them to connect it to the house, and then we'll have water. And they've just got to dig through the road. It'll be in here somewhere, and then attach it to the house there, hopefully. Or there is another place it can go, but we're worried the septic tank will be in the way. So if they put it in, and then the septic tank people install the septic tank, and then it just gets destroyed. So yeah, we're probably leaving everything to the last minute, but that's the way it is. Yeah, so today I'm just tidying up and clearing the walls and getting dusty. Yeah, to make space for Mr. Plumberman to come in and do his thing. Good morning. Just had the meeting with the plumber, and to save us some money, I'm going to be digging again. Yay! So I got to find the poop pipe, which is down there somewhere, and then I've got to dig a trench underneath our yoga studio wall, which will save him a day of digging. So it saves us quite a bit of money. Yeah, he's super positive. It's really, really nice. Because it's like, yeah, that's fine, we can do that. There's a few cons, but it's mostly pros, and yeah, really, really good news. So my Christmas present, which is a work belt, is in use. So I got my screws that are going in the ceiling, these things, which are attaching to them, and then I worked out how to make sure they're all the same length by using a tape measure, simply. Good afternoon. So I've done all the insulation downstairs, apart from the bit underneath here, because we've got to have pipes put in, so don't want to block his access. So I'm putting up these things on the ceiling at the moment, and they're going to have rails on them, like this, and then the plasterboard is attached here. Even with a nice green laser, it's really hard to get a straight line, because here, okay, on the camera it looks way better, but by human eye, I can over at the back there, the light refracts and I can't get a clear image, so I might have to use my camera somehow to see where I'm putting the screws through the silver stuff. That's interesting. Huh, okay, oh well. Oh yeah, it's about -1 inside, I think. Well, certainly close to 0. It's freezing. But I'm quite pleased because I've got these rails on. So that's what the plasterboard is going to go on. And then there's more over there. So I've done 2 parts of the sheet, and now I've got the scary bit to do above the big hole. So that over there and this bit. And then this side is done. Well, then the bathrooms, but yeah, other than that, this side is ready for plasterboard and putting up actual walls and a bit more insulation. But otherwise, done. I got to stop saying that because it's not done, but it feels like it's really progressing now. We were going to turn the electrics on. We signed up with a company, Total Energies, which is huge over here, and it got a really good deal. Gave them our French phone number, which doesn't work in England. They then called us. We didn't know. So once you've signed up with a electric company, you then have to talk to them on the phone and say, yes, we did do that and we want to carry on with it. We didn't know that, so they've cancelled it. So no power after all. I'm going to try and call them tomorrow with my limited French, and yeah, that's gonna be a challenge again. But I've got some friends over here that are going to help me. Hopefully, haven't asked them, but so I've got the fire on, and there's a little surprise inside. I'm warming up my lasagna.